Hey, this is John Cena, and you are watching this WWE Fan 13. You can't see me, my time is now.
Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to today's video. So as you saw just in the last clip, I'm actually currently at Chick-Fil-A because, well, first of all, I just got out of school, so I'm hungry. Second of all, I'm going to be doing a WWE / I guess professional wrestling mukbang, or I don't know how you say it, but whatever. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I'm finally feeling a lot better, and I decided I'm going to do it today. So I'm gonna get some food, head home, and talk about topics you guys have been wanting me to talk about. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time I decide to record. Honestly guys, one thing I'll say, Chick-fil-A's got their stuff on point. Like, it's always crowded, but they get you out of here in less than 5 minutes. Like, they're awesome. Alright guys, so I just got home, got my food. I'm going to sit down and set up for the video. But before I sit down, I want to say shout out to the guy from Chick-fil-A, who is one of my subscribers. Just thank you for supporting the channel. It was cool to run into you at Chick-fil-A. I was not able to get his name because they were pretty busy and I didn't want him to get in trouble or anything. But Chick-fil-A always has awesome service, so thank you for that. Alright guys, so like I said, I got my food. I'm going to be recording on my phone to show you guys what I got. So it's going to have 2 different camera angles. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys what I got for lunch. So I got some waffle fries, of course. And then to go with it, I got the 8-piece nugget meal and a lemonade. So that's what I'm going to be having for lunch. So basically guys, I've never done a mukbang, whatever it's called. So as you see, I don't even know how to call it. But basically what I've seen from online, basically you get some food, you sit down and you talk about whatever you want to talk about. So since it's a wrestling channel, obviously I'm going to be sitting down talking about professional wrestling. So I went on all my social media and I asked you guys for some topics to talk about. So I have all those topics here. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about was some news that just broke today. It is DX and Chyna getting into the Hall of Fame, and that was given a request by one of my longtime subscribers, David Griffin. So basically what I think of that, you know, honestly, it's about freaking time that Chyna goes into the Hall of Fame one way or the other. People are upset because Chyna's not gonna be in by herself, but it's a start, guys. You know, it has to start somewhere. At least they're being open to the idea of letting Chyna in general, whether it's with a tag team or it's by herself. Like, heck, if she went in with Eddie Guerrero for their little segments they used to do, like, that'd be okay too. Like, at least she's gonna be there. And you know what, maybe Triple H is starting to get an open mind, Stephanie's starting to be okay with it, and you know, maybe next she'll be going in by herself. But the fact is, at least she's in the Hall of Fame. That is all that matters. She is recognized for something in that Hall of Fame, and in my opinion, that is the most important thing that we can honestly ask for. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is AEW. This was requested by Ian Mitchell. So basically, my opinions on it. Am I going to watch AEW? Am I going to support it? Am I going to go to shows? Yes, I will. Don't get me wrong, I love WWE. I will always love WWE. That will never change. But AEW is another company that has a big potential to be a really good show, so why wouldn't I watch it? I love Cody Rhodes. I've always supported him, so I'm going to support him in this too. They're going to have a lot of talents, from Lucha to a whole bunch of other awesome wrestling companies. So why wouldn't you be there to watch it? And would I go to a show? Yes. Would I buy merchandise? Yes. But I can't really judge it because there has not been a show yet. So I can judge it once there's a show, and yeah, that's all I can really say about it. But I do have hopes that it's going to be good. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about AEW. But to the ones who are not sure whether to give it a chance or not, honestly, what's it gonna hurt to give it a chance? If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you love it, well, then there's another form of wrestling for you to watch. It's as simple as that. So next we have, do I believe Kofi should get a push from legend_gang? Guys, Sips Lemonade. Literally, Kofi, if anyone in WWE right now deserves that title, it is Kofi Kingston. Last night, laying on that bed, watching the pay-per-view, I had this much hope that they were actually going to give it to Kofi. But then I also knew they probably wouldn't because he wasn't even supposed to be in the match in the first place. But hopefully with WWE seeing the reaction that Kofi got last night, hopefully maybe they'll be like, oh, you know what, we actually got a real star here. Maybe like if guys like Daniel Bryan could be champ Seth, why can't Kofi? I don't understand. But you know, maybe one day, hopefully soon, we'll have Kofi as a champion. You know, honestly, a good match for Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania would be against Kofi. Like, the chemistry they had the last night was just, it was perfect. It made that pay-per-view that much better. Like, don't get me wrong, the pay-per-view was awesome, but that ending of the Elimination Chamber made it that much better. Freaking awesome show. But, yeah, Kofi definitely does deserve a push. Next is my opinion on Alicia Fox from Jay's Cool 14. So, Alicia Fox. You know, growing up, I didn't like Alicia Fox. I thought she was really annoying. But I guess since I gotten older and seen that she's actually put work in, you know, she has won the championship in the past. The Divas title, I believe she did. But I think she deserves more than she gets. I really do. She's always, like, put 100% into what she does. She's always shown up. I don't recall a live show I've gone to that Alicia wasn't there. Like, she's always at everything. And, you know, I think she deserves to have the title. Either the SmackDown or the Raw. I don't know. Right now, not the Raw because, you know, that's for Becky, obviously. But I would love to see her have the title right before she retires. I think she deserves it. Next, my opinion on the new Daniel Bryan from A_player_. So I'm glad they turned Daniel Bryan heel because I was sick of stale face Daniel Bryan. I was never a fan of Daniel Bryan as him as a face. I did not like it. I always liked him as a heel. And I think it's cool that they gave him this character because I think it's a very different character than anyone's ever had in history. I don't recall a person being that kind of character. Like, I don't want to say crazy vegan, but like crazy vegan, yeah, I guess crazy vegan. Crazy vegan, what's the word, like, not save the earth, because I think people should save the earth, but like, he's just like a nutcase about it, I guess. But I think it's awesome. I love the twist on the belt. A lot of people were like complaining about the belt's ugly and stuff, but like, it fits his character. Just like John Cena got the spinner belt, it fit his character. Edge did his belt, Stone Cold did his belt. Didn't The Rock have a belt, or was that just my imagination? I don't know. I think it's cool. It makes Daniel Bryan's title run different. Naomi had a belt. A lot of people always forget about Naomi's belt, which I wish they would have made a replica of. Smash a thumbs up if you wish they would have made a replica of Naomi's glow belt. I really wish they would have. We had talked to Naomi and Naomi told us they were going to, but I don't know what happened. So, who knows. But as far as character, I think he's a lot better now. And I'm not a fan. I'm not going to go buy his t-shirts and stuff. But like, I like him a little bit, you know. He's cool. He wasn't stale to me. He's an amazing wrestler. But like, I mean, his character was just getting stale for me. And I didn't care about his matches because of his character. I need someone who has a good character and good matches. His matches were okay, but his segments and everything, I just couldn't do it. So now he is awesome. I think he's doing really good and he's a good champion. I'm glad he's back. As a person, Daniel Bryan, I'm glad he's not hurt anymore because I'm sure he was getting depressed because it would suck to be able to lose your dream. Like if I got sick and I couldn't be a nurse or something, or I couldn't do YouTube anymore, I would be upset. So that's that. Next is about the Hardy Boys from Taper. Is it Taper? Yeah, Taper Fate 12. Thoughts on Matt returning? I don't think he's gonna return. I think he's actually hurt, and you know, maybe it's about time for him to retire because, you know, he has his kids and he can't risk getting paralyzed. Like, he has 2 sons. Like, he needs to be able to be there for his sons, not in a wheelchair. Like, you know, like his 2 sons are gonna need him to teach him things. Like, and if Matt continues to wrestle and ends up becoming paralyzed, the kids might as well not have a dad. Like, it would be hard, like, to teach them the things they need to know. Like, they can teach him, like, shaving depending on how much he's paralyzed, and that's just my opinion. Matt has kids that he needs to worry about. And then the other one was on what I think about Jeff's career. So as a whole, Jeff has been awesome. Both the Hardys are very nice people to meet. I've met each of them, I think, 2 or 3 times. I think 2 times. They're both super cool. So Jeff, with his career, if you guys don't know, I was there when the Hardy Boys came back. Myself and Vince Martinez, we went to WrestleMania. We were there, and I remember we both kind of expected it, but it was still an awesome moment to be there. Like, I will say to this day, that crowd, you will never find another WrestleMania crowd like that. Like, that reaction was just the best. The feeling it gave you was just amazing. I can't, like, even when I watch the replays back, I get that feeling all over again. It was just so cool. And I grew up with the Hardys, so it was cool to see them return. Now with Jeff, he's won many world titles, all those titles, but should he win another title? I really think he should. I think he should at least win either the WWE title or the Universal title before he retires. Because he deserves it for putting all the time he's done. And honestly, he's come back from a lot. I know he chose to do drugs. He chose that path. But it's hard for people who are on drugs to come back from it. And he did. So I think that accounts for something, in my opinion. But yeah. So the next question is my thoughts on Roman getting sick, and I guess thoughts on him on general. That's from WWE Fan P. So for those of you who don't know, 2013, I got diagnosed with cancer. I had leukemia. Same leukemia as Roman. And, you know, before Roman got sick, I wasn't a fan of him. I didn't hate him either, like all these other bandwagons that hate him and jump on the bandwagon of hate. But I wasn't a fan. You know, I like the Shield, but he wasn't my favorite. He was actually my girlfriend's favorite, though. Loved him. We went to meet him. Super awesome guy. I respect the guy. I always have. But I've never been a fan. I don't agree with him beating The Undertaker. Definitely not. But, you know, it sucks that the guy got cancer. As a guy, as him, as Joe Anoa'i, I don't know how to say his name. No one should go through that. Like, cancer sucks. Like, it sucks. Take it from me, who is still suffering from cancer, even though I don't have cancer. And you're like, how are you suffering from cancer if you don't have it? The long-term effects from it are really horrible. I'm in pain 24/7. I'm disabled. I can't live a normal life. I can't have a normal relationship because I have anxiety. So, trust me, guys. You guys can hate Roman, but at least sympathize with the guy. Because no one wants to have cancer. I can guarantee you wouldn't want to have cancer. You wouldn't want your mom to have it. You wouldn't want your kids to have it, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Nobody. But as far as the wrestler, he's okay. He's not the best on the roster, but he's not the worst either. And then next is from Danny Boy. When do I think he'll be returning? It's really hard to say. With cancer is a very tricky thing. This guy asked me, I think because he knew I had cancer, so maybe he thought I could answer the question. So since Roman is actually physically fit, he's he's very healthy, you know, very fit guy. It could be different, but the thing that a lot of people don't understand about cancer is different for everybody. Everybody gets different reactions. So Roman could be puking his brains out right now, but when I was on chemo, I didn't throw up ever. I never got sick. I never threw up. I had other issues that maybe Roman doesn't have. So it honestly all depends, but I feel like Roman will recover faster than I did because he is more physically fit and he's like, you know, he has better doctors. You know, I love my doctor, don't get me wrong, but he probably has the best oncologist in the whole entire world right now. So honestly, if I had to take a guess, I could see him coming back in a year or so from right now. So yeah, that's just kind of what I think what could happen. But realistically, he could either never come back, which I hope is not the case. He could come back 5 years from now, or he can come back tomorrow. It all depends on him and his doctor, because in the end, his oncologist has the last say on when he can come back. It doesn't matter what WWE thinks. It doesn't matter what any of them think. It's what his oncologist thinks. And the last question is, what are my thoughts on the whole Becky and John Cena thing? I know that was a while back, and I had asked for these suggestions a while ago, but I got sick and stuff, so I never got to do this video. But the whole John Cena and Becky thing was honestly amazing for me. It's my two favorites put together in one segment. And I know John Cena is actually a big supporter of Becky Lynch, which makes it even better, because obviously if John Cena is supporting you, that means you got it, you know? John Cena knows what the hell he's talking about. He's been in this business for so long. Like, he's the top. Like, he's the top guy, you know? And it's just awesome the fact that Becky pretty much like took him out. It was just amazing. And honestly, it'll probably go down as one of my favorite segments in history. And it was cool to see them tag team together. Like, Becky is just getting everything she deserves. And she will be main eventing WrestleMania with Charlotte, which I think is cool. At first I was kind of like mad about it, but that's Becky's best friend. Like, that's her best friend. So it's cool that they're gonna main event together. I don't mind it anymore, because whenever you get Charlotte and Becky, you already know that match is gonna be perfect. Sad I won't be there. It's okay. I'll be sitting here watching it on TV. I can actually see the whole match, because in the past, I'm really short. If you guys don't know that, I'm 5'4". So in the past, sometimes I can't see, because there's a lot of tall people from other countries. Like, from a lot of British guys are super tall, I've noticed. I don't know why, but I couldn't see in the past. So this match I'll be able to see perfectly. But yeah, I think that was really cool, and I really hope maybe they can do some more stuff in the future. And I'm hoping one day to see Charlotte and Becky as tag team champions. You know, just throwing that out there. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry if this was in your typical mukbang, whatever. I'm getting used to this. And also, it's hard for me to eat and talk, because I don't like to talk with my mouth full. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. And I know probably people out there don't like it either. So I was doing my best not to do that. So that's why I'm going to try to edit this really well to make it good and flow good. So yeah, if you guys want to see another one of these videos, smash the thumbs up button. Next time, I don't know what kind of food I'll get. Maybe some sushi. I don't know. But yeah, so that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name